Fire. Hey, I got the pleasure of introducing somebody who's very special to me. Matter of fact, we go way back. We go way back to the streets of LA. When we used to be in the streets doing dirt, doing those things, praise God, He had a mighty change on our life. But anyway, you might know this young lady. She used to be back in the day, battle rap, that famous rap battle between Roxanne Shante and Sparky D. You probably remember that. But anyway, she's here in the ATL, doing what she's doing for the youth, for the church, for God. Very anointed woman. With no further ado, our introduction, my girl, Sparky D.
Hey, welcome to This is all you guys. Because the community is a whole, and we are here for what? Change! Well, my name is Sparky D, as you know. Born and raised in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Used to be old school female rapper, the legend, the icon. Say what you want to say, but that's what it is. I battled Roxanne Shante back in 1985. I'm not here to tell you my age, but I am here to show you the goodness of what God has done for me. Since then, God has delivered me from crack cocaine, prostitution, domestic violence, and homelessness. But guess what? Children are our future. So I had to go through all of that to come up to a day like today, to represent the youth and an organization that God has blessed down inside of me, and it's called Youth Against Violence. But it's not about me. We have a special guest on tonight. I'm telling you, she is awesome. She's awesome. The state representative, Roberta Abdul-Salam. It's very hard work. I know it's hard work. Please tell us, what's your duty? What do you do for Clayton County and Fayette?
Well, I think that probably the best way that I can describe what I do as a legislator and in my day-to-day life, long before I was a legislator, is community service.
Yes.
You know, legislation is the thing that rules our lives every day. For I guess the last 7 or 8 years, I've been dedicated to doing voter registration, voter empowerment, get out the vote. And one of the things that I developed was a little sheet, about 3 by 5, that says everything you do in your life every day is determined and decided by a vote, whether it be an elected official or an appointed official. And sometimes when you can make things real to the people in their personal lives, they get. So I made a little sheet and it said the price of gas is decided by an elected official or appointed official. Your rate of your car insurance. Yes. Your judges that sentence so many of our babies and our adults to jail and to prison. Judges are elected. A lot of people don't know that. How much tuition for colleges, how much financial aid, every last one of those decisions are decided by a vote, by somebody that's either elected in office or appointed. Even the quality of the air we breathe is determined by the Environmental Protection Agency, which is appointed by elected officials. So a lot of times when you break it down to the basics, people get it. So as a state representative, it is my job and my role to hear from the people. You heard me asking the children earlier. I sure didn't want to talk about. Yeah. But those votes that are taken in the Capitol under the gold dome should be reflecting what it is that my constituents want to have changed and want to have done.
You know, I'm just going to interject. You know, Miss Roberta, I've seen you a couple of years now, just on the street, going out there, walking the pavement of the sidewalks. I've seen her literally, Ellie, doing many things for different organizations. And I say, Ms. Roberta, she just looked at me and said, well, I can't sleep. I have to do this for my people. Before we go back on, actually, next question. You are just an awesome woman. You've worked under Dr. Martin Luther King when you were a little girl at the age of 13. I mean, you're awesome. You're also the state director of the Women's Legislators Lobby. I mean, you do the economic development. You're the founder, the president of the Grassroots Connection and Company. I mean, just the National Conference of the Black Mayors and the National SCLC. I mean, I can go on and on and on about Ms. Roberta. You know, and that's just a lot.
But it's all service. You know, and it is particularly important when we talk about youth against violence and we talk about our young people. I hope that they've heard the age of 13. You know, I hope that they are listening to my young age at that time. It was so important that the elders in the community took me under wing and gave me real responsibility and real assignments at the age of 13.
That's what's
So
up.
with SCLC, the president at that time, who was really tied into Dr. King and Hosea Williams and them, traveled the country with them. His name was Silas Smith, and he was my surrogate father, if you will. I didn't have a father.
Okay.
And he would say, now Bert, now come here, cipher this down. You know, and eventually I'd write for him, and then I started taking the notes at the SCLC meetings. You know, so don't ever think that you're too young to make a difference. We went on and we began to carry the picket signs. You know, we picketed and marched in front of Woolworths and the different stores and businesses that didn't allow Black people to enter through the front door. I mean, believe it or not, kids, there were times when we couldn't go in the front door of these places. That's a privilege for us now. So active, when I say active, I was active in that. At the age of 16, I went to my first national SCLC convention. It was held in Dallas, Texas, and Angela Davis, Sister Angela Davis, had just been freed from prison, and that was her first stop. And I met Angela Davis then, and I knew at that moment that service was going to be my life.
You know, this is an honor sitting at this table with her. It's an honor, and I know you have some questions to ask her. It's just an honor sitting with you, Ms. Roberta. It really is.
Well, look at the first question I'm going to ask you. Did Angela Davis have a big action?
Angela had a big night. She had a huge role. But one of the things that I liked about Angela and watching her while she was on her quest for freedom was that she changed her hairstyles constantly. And anybody that knows me, just he said earlier, he said, oh, you changed your look.
Yes, I noticed
Well, the reason I do that is because of Angela. You know, one day she was long hair, one day she had the afro puff. Y'all don't know what that is, do you? One day she had straight hair, one day she had braids. I mean, she changed her look constantly, and so the cops couldn't find it because she was right in their face that she was changing. She put on glasses, she take off glasses. You know, I mean, so that's something that I kind of picked up as well.
I mean,